Crunch time, coming up big when it counts.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Crunch Time, where we come up big when it counts. I'm Dom with Sauce, Lukey, and Anth. I'm not even going to say how you going, because you know what's up. That's what's up. Let's run with
Harlan.
No, wouldn't you say he's
I
down?
love that photo, Doma. It's the best damn photo. He's just blowing his cheeks out.
I'd say
What's happened to him? What's happened to Harlan? Why have we got starting off with Harlan?
The boy is not. He's not going to the Euro. I mean, he's not going to the World Cup. Fuck, he didn't make it to the Euro. He's not going to the World Cup.
So back-to-back failed to make major tournaments. Norway, surprise, surprise. Is it really?
No,
it's not.
Let's be
anyway.
honest.
No,
Besides the point, how are you all going now? That's good. We had to get that off our chest. So
it's good. Harlan's not going. Fred's going. You know what does this world come to? This guy's going.
Alfredo.
This guy's going to the World Cup, and the other guy's
It's
not.
Alfredo.
I just want everyone just to
Alfredo.
Do you think he won't play though, right?
Bro,
Yes,
he's
he plays.
pivotal
He
in
plays.
that team. He's pivotal in that team.
He's not
Lukey
gonna.
said it to me 1,000 times. He goes, I don't understand how he plays so good for Brazil, and you just get this whole different Fred at United. He's so shit. He's actually pivotal in the Brazilian team. Like, you don't say how, because I don't know how. Like, he got pushed into the freaking 25th row against, who was it? Newcastle.
Damari Gray.
Yeah, Damari Gray killed him. He ended him.
He literally came in number one in the Royal Rumble, or he came in number 3 because the first two started in, and he threw him over the top rope in about 3 seconds. And he said, "Get out of here." And then Damari Gray went on to win. Damari Gray went on to win the Royal Rumble.
That was the story, mate.
But interesting enough, we've had a preview come out regarding, obviously, our mate
I find
Harlan.
it. No. Let's call it what it is. I find it very ironic that the Don Rice set comes out the same day, and the headline from the Don Rice set is the kaboom of Haaland in the Norway kit, and he's not even fucking going to that World Cup. And it
You know what's even better?
It says road to the World Cup on
Yeah,
there.
I was going to say, you know what's even better? It says road to Qatar in the top corner.
No,
And he's
road
not
to
going
where?
anywhere.
Is it
That was a
road
short
to
road for him.
Qatar, mate. It's road to
He's pulled over on the
Qatar,
side of
isn't
the
it,
road.
Ant?
He's not going
Fast and
anywhere.
Furious, where the road just cuts off and they fly off the mountain? That's literally
That's
it.
Harlan.
You know what I love? The fact that like the preview is a guy here in Ronaldo who's may not even make the World Cup either.
He's also going to the playoffs.
He's not going.
At the
I'm gonna
moment,
say-
he's not. I don't see him making it.
Speaking about the playoffs, there's actually some tough teams in there.
Bro, I was going to make a post on just a story post, but
There's some tough
the
teams in there.
teams in that playoffs it's nuts.
Who's in there? Let's find out. World Cup.
Italy, Portugal.
Italy's a disgrace. If they don't make the World Cup twice in a row, the Euros means nothing.
It'd be a very Italian thing to do. Imagine winning, like going into the Euro, winning it, and then not making the next World Cup.
Sweden's in there too. Big Zlatan.
Hey, what did he see behind the goals that he booted it over the bar like that? Old
Jorginho.
Jorginho.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't claim him. He's
No,
not.
But when he
I've
when he
always said
killed
it.
it in the
I've
Euros and he
always
killed
said
it for Chelsea,
I've
winning
always
in the
said it. I
Champions
never
League,
claimed Jorginho.
breaking up.
I never claimed him.
You
I'm
remember
going to say the
Ballon
Euros, I
d'Or?
respected him. I respected him for the Euros, but I never claimed him at Chelsea.
Yeah, I thought he was a Ballon d'Or future, winner. At least he's coming top 3 Ballon d'Or. That's disgusting.
Just
Seeded
one
in the
better players. Here we
playoffs:
go.
Portugal, Scotland, Italy, Russia, Sweden, Wales. Unseeded: Austria, North Macedonia, Turkey,
The
Poland,
craziest
Ukraine,
thing is
Czech
that
Republic.
3 teams make it out of all those.
I
3.
know.
He's a
Portugal's
Italy,
not making it. man.
Portugal,
Shit.
Nah.
Italy,
Portugal's not going to
Portugal,
make it. And in all honesty, the way the
Sweden.
fucking
Turkey.
You-
Not Turkey.
It's too
they're gonna
tough
win
of
everything.
a decision.
According to
You know,
Mark
you've
Milligan,
got-
was that there? He was saying Turkey were going to win it.
I think
That was the
on
worst
line.
prediction I've ever seen. That was the worst prediction I've ever seen.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was the worst prediction of the year.
Far
But this,
out.
It's like
I just
it's like
hate the
predicting PSA. It's like predicting PSA to come back in like February or
Ever.
March, whenever they close.
Hold on, Dom. Before we start, is that in USD on the right hand side, or is that in AUD? Those boxes.
It's USD.
Oh, okay. I was going to say $220 Australian dollars for a mosaic hobby is cheap. Very cheap.
Nah, it's all in USD on
Okay.
Cardboard Connection. This is the preview. There isn't much, but this is base Ronaldo, who's not going to be in the World Cup. And then you got this guy who will be Martinelli.
How's that a rookie?
His team will be. I don't know if he will be.
This isn't going to be
Sure.
on the card, I hope.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
Doesn't look great.
Of course it is.
like this is on.
That looks-
That's on the Ronaldo one.
I guess on the Ronaldo one it's okay, but not on the optic. That looks rubbish.
I don't think it needs to be there full stop. It looks horrendous.
All right,
Yeah.
keep it moving.
Anyway,
keep it moving.
here we go. Kai Havertz.
Surprised they didn't
Designs.
slap a
The
rookie on
designs.
that.
The design's okay.
Hobby
It's
based
okay.
parallels. You got your press proof golds. I'm not going to even read out all of these.
Everyone knows
Each
the
bo-
optic parallels.
Each hobby box contains 72 base optic, 12 parallels, 60 additional cards that can be parallels or inserts. His Pedri.
I
and the
hate this. I
Marvels.
hate
Yeah, that
they've
Marvel
done this.
sucks.
Why? Like, fucking.
I
wake
genuinely
up.
think this is going to be on here, man.
I think
That
it
looks
is.
Yeah,
so
will.
And that's-
shit. It
And
looks
that's got
so
an RC
shit.
on it as well.
Yeah, man. Bloody oath.
But why would you use, like, you've got the opportunity with Donruss Soccer
Oh,
to
here we
use
go.
marvels
What the fuck
of
is
either
that?
year. You could literally use marvels from last year.
That's
And
elite,
it's
man.
so much
The
cleaner.
design's so
and
much
then
better.
they
Yeah.
use this dog shit on.
So what? So why are you so frustrated with that design?
Because the marvels from last year is infinitely better. It's so much better. It's the cleanest design I've seen from an insert. Maybe Kaboom's better, but
I second that.
put that number 2. It's so fire.
2020
The
Dom,
bl-
I think.
Ugh.
Did they do it for football as well? I don't
Yeah, I
they
think
did.
so. I think
they did? Okay.
they got
They
some
did.
different
Yeah,
one. They got
there
this
is.
one
You
that's
can
called
get
Heroes.
Brady.
They might have.
No, you
Oh,
can get
yeah, that's right.
Brady.
Yeah, there you go. They just got no originality. They just bring them across everything, whatever
Yeah.
licenses they have, UFC. They they
That one.
put them all together. I mean, there's
Nah.
products that they've tested in football before, and then they brought it across to basketball and vice versa. With,
Oh,
it's been basketball and
19,
football.
20.
So
Yeah.
they're going to do the same with their soccer product. Not really getting original. It would be really nice to see if there was like exclusive products to that sport,
Hmm.
but
The-
yeah, it doesn't
but I'm-
seem.
I'm with Anth. I think it sucks. That blue design on the Marvels looks shit.
Not the best, is it?
This one is so much better than the one Dom's about to get up now. 2019-20.
Even
We-
that
hey,
crunch time.
You know what we should do, honestly? You know how like Card Talk Pod are trying to collect everything that's like card 137? We should try and
Yeah.
collect the
We should
crunch
do
time set
crunch
for the
time.
show.
I'm not mad at that. Yeah.
You
Make
know, I
a
think it
little
was even
collection.
better if we crop all our heads onto one of those crunch time cards.
Oh,
That's
what I
that's the
thought.
new logo.
That's where I
where's
thought
the
you were
Net
going with
Marvel?
it.
Nah. It makes sense.
You know something? There's something called eBay. You could just go on there and type it in there. You'd find it in 2 seconds.
What's that? I don't know what that's called.
Just do
What's
do
eBay?
Zion Marvel's rookie.
I only look at PWCC Marketplace these days.
Why not?
There
one
it is.
here.
There.
There we go.
That's
Yeah, that
so
one. Yeah, it does look way better.
clean, bro.
So much better.
Fuck. It's things like this, little things like this, that make me think. Yeah, Fanatics will make sure this doesn't happen.
I already know what you're thinking, Luke. Luke, I already know what you're thinking.
What? I was just laughing at his comment. I thought it was funny. The delivery.
Oh, I thought you saw the bottom left.
Oh, no.
Coverage
Them too.
shows thing.
Fanatics, they won't let that happen either.
Oh, mate, I don't know if anyone's seen what's been going around on socials with old mate Shilstein and
Nah. What do they do?
and someone who's on who I follow on socials, had a bit of issues with cards he submitted and things like that. A bit of back and forth, and he released all the conversation. So, look, I'm not going to go into the depths of everything, but it's just, I read it and I sat the time there and spent 10, 15 minutes reading it all and everything, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not really surprised. I'm not really surprised that this has happened.
What happened?
There's been new. He sent him a bunch of stuff and he sent it back, but then he didn't include stuff that was originally in it because he didn't want to list it or something because a lot of the stuff was ungraded. But it was good stuff. It was Kobe rookies and a few other stuff. It was all ungraded stuff, and he didn't want to list it, but he still kept some of the cards, which was like an 86 Fleer set as well. He didn't send that back to him, and like and in the end he found out that it actually got sold on eBay, and then it didn't get paid for, and he had all these excuses, and I don't know whether he was trying to shaft him out of the 86 Fleer set, but it just didn't look like the best.
Scam him. Schulstein, Scamstein.
Does Probstein have like a a face? Schulstein, do they have like a face of the company? Like King Golden, for example.
Yeah, they do.
Schulstein, who is it? The only one I know is King
Schulstein himself. Yeah. He's actually been doing IG lives with his son. So if you jump on Card Porn's page, Ant Mates, they've actually put a couple IG TVs that they've reposted of Schulstein. I'll get him up. I'll show you what he looks like.
Any photos of what Card Porn?
So that was the roundabouts of it. No. I'm not going to mention the name of the person who it is. If you really want to know, you can DM me and I can let you know who it was. But it's not none of my business. I just he put it out there, so of course I'm going to read it. You know what I mean? Like, and see what happened. It's always interesting when you've heard numerous issues with them. And there's a lot of people out there that say they've never had an issue with them as well. So but. When they've been caught a few times doing stuff and that, there he is, right there.
Looks like his name would be Schulstein.
That's Rick Schulstein, and his
is that actually his name? Wow.
And then his son is out of picture at the moment.
Yeah. His name's not actually Schulstein.
No,
what is it? Rick what?
Rick Ross, like a boss.
Rick Frost.
It's Schulstein Jr. So.
This leads me to another question. Who do you reckon the most famous person in the hobby is?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Gary. Has to be Gary. Are we including Gary?
I don't mean like mainstream. Actually, yeah, we'll say mainstream. Yeah, probably Gary.
Are we included?
Yeah, we're included. We're in the hobby.
Nah, Logan Paul. I reckon he's one of them.
Oh yeah, that's one of them.
Is this guy included?
That's actually a very good question.
Lucas Tigers
what do you mean? What are we saying? Like,
that's the thing. This is where we're gonna
are we talking about like
slim
content?
down the criteria a bit. Yeah, we're saying in terms of content. Yeah.
I wouldn't say Gary.
Coverage, man. What are you talking about?
Gavrage. You got double coverage and Gary.
That's a good new name for Gary.
Double Gavrage. We got Schulstein, Gavrage. We got everyone.
Gary's hobby content lady has been Gavrage. That's a lead. So anyway,
I love it.
What is the parameters?
This is turning into this is genuinely turning into an all-time ep right now. But
it's turning into one of those 3 a.m. conversations that we have when we live stream the games.
With Pedro de la Fuentes. When he jumps in, mate,
he's going crazy
off the grid. He's just talking about Miami and what happens down
there's some nice establishments out in Miami, Pedro says.
That's what he talks about. Oh, I love it.
Shit.
And then VK, who he jumped, it's just loose as anything. But Gary's more like, is a good advocate for the hobby, but he's not really content related. So let's do a quick short list. Honestly, I reckon this is good. Let's do a quick short list.
Yeah. It's an interesting conversation.
This is
Just
very
a
interesting. So
light-hearted one.
I'm gonna go LTB. So Cage
Yeah.
and Andrew. All right. I'm gonna put Card Talk in there.
Yeah.
So you got Lou.
Why don't we just tier them, like rank them as well
Lou,
as we go?
Should we do
Ryan.
a tier list? A tier list.
Well,
for
we're gonna
the-
freaking
Do you want to do
bro,
a
they're gonna-
tier list
bro,
for hobby?
we're gonna tier them, and they're gonna look at us and be like, "Who the fuck are these guys?"
Who the fuck are you tiering us?
That's elite. That right there. Now that's a podcast.
Bro, next
tier
week we're
list-
doing that. Let's do it
A
next
tier
week.
list for hobby creators.
If you want to
Let's-
see it, let us know, ladies and gents, because we'll make it
Oh,
happen.
man.
I'm not mad at that.
Do
Are
we
we-
put
are we putting-
do we put overrated?
Or do we
What
just
about
do
Jeff
sucks?
Wilson?
Sucks.
Mr. Jeff? Jim.
Hello.
Oh
I reckon-
shit!
Bro, that's massive.
Hold,
Oh, that's gonna
sell,
be
buy, hold, or sell. I'm selling Jeff Wilson sports card investment. He's out here.
It's
You're
coming
done.
next week. Buy, sell,
I'm
or
not.
hold content creators in the hobby.
Bro,
Oh
that is
man,
that is a podcast and a half.
holy shit! I'm
Because
done.
where do
That's
you
it. I'm
rank?
done.
Because
Oh.
no, all jokes aside, it's a great conversation to have. To
it's
be had.
coming. I'm
Buy,
just-
hold, or sell. Hobby content creators.
You got Jay Lee. Jay Lee's in there.
Where do you
Jay
rank?
Lee-
Ken Golden's got
here's a
to
good
be. Ken Golden's got to
question.
be on there.
Where do you rank? It's
not a
a good
content creator.
He's on the
debate.
TV series, mate.
Golden,
He's in there. Then.
Golden Co. Which is a more essential page to follow? Golden or Nat
Yeah.
Turner's cards?
Who?
Nat Turner's cards.
Who?
If I say it one more time, just I don't
If,
know.
We're
if
gonna
he had a
check in.
podcast and it was buy, sell, or hold, he's getting sold, mate. Because he hasn't come on now, so he's sold.
But okay, impartially separate the PSA, separate all that. Who's
He hasn't
count-
posted.
is it?
He has.
He
hasn't
posts. He
posted-
posts here and there.
Yeah, here and there. I reckon, honestly, Golden puts out a lot of great content. Like,
He's too busy. He's too busy counting how many cards come in each day at PSA.
You know
doesn't
what?
have time
Golden
to
might
post
be
content.
Golden. For all jokes aside, Golden might be the most. What's the word? Informative. No, maybe not informative, but the best page to follow in the hobby.
It's just
Ken-
him though. I don't know.
Ken
It's not about
posted
him.
2 days ago, 3 days ago.
Not
he's got-
Ken. No one's
No, no,
following. They go
No,
following.
no, I know, but even
They go
Ken
following
himself.
Ken.
No, but even Ken himself.
Yeah, they are. He's got like 30K
Yeah.
followers, doesn't he, Domo?
Yeah, but
48,
also,
bro.
there's
There
no
you go.
reason to follow Ken.
Oh,
Hey, man,
talking
I was
about?
following Ken Golden when he had like 10,000 or less, man. I'm an OG Ken follower, mate.
oh
Ken's
my
the
God.
goat,
I'm gonna-
bro.
I'm gonna give my top three. Right here.
Ooh, Ooh.
Top
Holy
three
shit.
Ooh.
sports card accounts in the hobby,
Whoa.
not including us.
It'd be funny if I don't follow any of these.
I'm gonna go Golden Co. I'm
Okay.
gonna say they're definitely top three. I'm gonna say Patrick Ryan, the
Yeah,
P
yeah,
Ryan
yeah.
collection. He's elite in terms
Yeah,
of like just raw
yeah.
honesty. He's up there, and I think credit where credit's due. I think I'm gonna go Slab Stocks. I think Slab Stocks covers all bases. Like, because then
Bro,
you've
this
got
is going to be so hard to do, man.
You've got no. Hear my reasoning. Slab Stocks will give you all the latest news, right?
Yeah.
And they'll give you some random data from Card Ladder. They'll give you some random stats and everything like that. Lukey's
Fuck. Honestly, how do we,
being elite?
man? How do we do this without getting fucking flamed?
Patrick Ryan.
Are we gonna
Patrick
have to cut
Ryan
this
will
out?
give you.
We're just gonna have to start this
No.
again.
No
Yeah,
chance,
keep going,
man.
keep going.
This is real talk. Patrick Ryan will give you honest hobby content in terms of like he'll flame the shit out of whatever's going wrong, and then you've got Golden Co. Will they'll
Reminds
post
me of
all the
myself.
and everything like that. Yeah, but like I think that's a good three. If you got those three, if you're not following those three, that's a good place to start.
Yeah, it's
Do we
fair.
do it for soccer as well?
No, well, I think we're going to do an overall. Honestly, next week, what do you want to base that criteria on? I know people are listening to this, but this is like brainstorming as well. Like, we'll get to Haaland's kaboom eventually. It's not important. He's not playing in the World Cup, so it's not like
Doesn't
it should be
matter.
worth anything. Thoughts on how we do it? Do we go podcasts or do we go content creators in the hobby?
Content creators, I reckon, because podcasts
Okay.
it sort of limits our
Yeah. We got
thing.
a bit of work to do then.
Yeah.
Nah, it's. I reckon these are the
Yo.
parameters. A page on IG or Twitter or any of the
We're
socials.
tiering it,
One
man.
page. We can't tier it, can we?
Yeah.
I don't want to be put in that position for the tiering.
I
Because
was like, we're gonna
someone's
fucking
gonna
cancelled if something.
someone's gonna throw in SACC Sports Club.
Overhyped.
Hey, well,
Sell.
listen
What
to-
are we selling? Sack cards.
Listen to the reaction that we had. We had over 100. We had over 100 comments on our Soccer Card Collective one because we put TAA in overhyped. Imagine we put an actual person in the hobby in overhyped. What the reaction
Yeah.
would be?
No,
We'll get
but
slapped.
TAA
we-
was. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing
No.
that.
I reckon it's not even ranking in terms of like better than
Our
others.
top,
It's just people
top three
that we
picks, top
that
three
we
picks
enjoy
that we
following.
think. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I just
That's
want to
fine.
reiterate this fact: if you're in the hobby, you do not need to follow card porn. That is the least essential account to follow in the entire hobby. That's the
What about
only one
Panini
with the blue
America?
check. Bro, you can
Panini
follow
America's
everyone.
right.
Panini.
Oh,
You
I
can
don't
follow.
know.
You can follow Upper
I
Deck.
don't know.
You can follow
Leaf,
BGS.
follow
No, Net
Leaf
Pro.
before you follow card porn.
Yeah,
You should follow
Leaf-
BGS. They don't post anything,
Bro,
so but you can follow
card
them.
porn. Card porn, you'll get just fucking random highlights.
BGS is the
of-
least irrelevant Instagram account to follow.
BGS is closing like proper, like full closing.
What do you mean?
I'd rather follow those random.
I don't think they're
grading,
taking any cards. Full stop.
those random
Really?
grading companies than follow.
BGS
card
is
porn.
shutting down.
I love BGS is shutting down, man. It's so freaking funny. Like,
Yeah, we don't
That's
know.
it,
Is
that's-
that confirmed yet, Doma?
oh fuck, who knows? I'm saying it, so it's probably not. Anyway, I'll give you just a rough through. I got to think about them, but we'll do it properly next week. But
Next week,
yeah,
back to the goods. Back to today's
Yeah.
agenda.
Let's get this back on track.
anyway, let's get this back up, and we can go through the last. All right, and before we move on,
That zero gravity, that sucks.
I reckon it's horrendous.
That's crap.
And Gioreno as well.
Yeah. And like
Just-
your last, there he is.
Just to add insult to
Oh no,
injury.
second
See,
last.
that's so sad.
But if that's on here, man, that looks so shit. I would never buy that Kaboom if it's got this crappy road to Qatar on there, mate.
There's so many poor things about this. Even the photo sucks. That photo sucks.
That is
Bro,
horrendous.
someone who messaged me today, and it's so true. It looks like he's winding up for an uppercut. Like look at the way.
They should have just put that on there and then put his Norway kid on it.
That would have been a
prefer
better
that.
option.
I would have preferred that.
Mate.
That
I'm gonna
is
say I don't
100%
mind.
the better option.
See the bottom bit, how it's got like that little bit of a, I don't even know what you call it.
This here.
Yeah, it sort of
The-
reminds me of a
yeah,
comic
the
book.
line.
I actually
Yeah,
at the
I
start
like
I didn't
that.
like
I
it. It's grown on me though, even in like the last 12 hours since it came out. But I actually don't mind that now. But overall, it's an L.
Here's your boy. Sig Series Mount.
It's nice.
Beautiful
Sticker autos,
game.
yeah.
This is Ants, mate, which you'll see in probably 10 minutes time on Fire or Flame. That's
What
a
a
horrendous.
I'm gonna say-
That is a horrendous auto, man. It looks like he's
I
trying to do a maze. You know
I
those
reckon the
mazes.
card's crap. The beautiful. I reckon that's crap.
It's such a.
So what are we thinking, boys? Not impressed with this Donruss set.
Nah,
say
not
the
at
least.
Look, I'll be honest. I do love the concept of this box. Like, I do. but like, there's no real need to rip. No, there's no real need to pay overs for this. This should be $150 max per box.
No chance.
There should be in abundance, and you should be able to get a case for like, I don't know, 1,500, something like that.
For me, the
That's
whole
it.
idea, the whole. Oh, sorry, you done or?
Yeah, done.
Okay, I was the whole idea was so promising, but I feel like the execution of this was shit.
Yeah.
Like I like obviously I like Optic looks mad. I'm not a big fan of Donruss base cards anyway. I think Optic looks fine. The Kaboom's okay. I think it might just be that Harlem one that looks a bit, bit.
They got,
It
Is
doesn't
it
look very
just-
well.
is it just
Just
me?
the photo selection. I think the other ones
Is it
might
just
look
me,
nice,
or
but
does
apart from that, the
Panini
other inserts
suck?
no good. Does Panini
Panini
suck?
have, bro, Panini have like completely fucking dropped the ball in the last.
Do you reckon they've given
the
up?
the QC and design are finished. Genuinely finished.
Like, think about their last few soccer releases. They've had this. This Chronicles was fucking abysmal, like just a straight abysmal. Their Mosaic was Mosaic had worse quality control than Card Porn's like Edarin and Chief over in that side. Terrible. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Last year's releases were outstanding. I don't know if it's got to do with like the sale of sale of the company or what, but this isn't it. There's no thought in this. This is like how can we sell the box? Oh, let's put Haaland on. I don't think they even know he's not going to make it to the World Cup.
No, they don't.
I don't think they know.
Just go back to the just scroll up a little bit. What the fuck is that? That
Yeah,
design.
man, come
What
on.
is that? It's a photo of the world and Gio Reyna's just standing on top.
It looks
Come on,
better
Sam.
suited to have Thanos standing there than actually Gio Reyna. It'd make more sense if it was a Marvel card.
Come on, Panini. Like, come on. I don't know what else
Zero
to say. Just
gravity.
come on.
What does Gio Reyna have to do with zero
But
gravity?
genuinely, what do we
Like,
think? Like, is this hobby box? Are these coming out in hobby? Is this coming
These
out
are
in
hobby,
blaster
yeah.
boxes, or what's the go here? Because how much do you think a box of this will be? Will be.
should be
$30
200.
Australian.
Should be 200 USD max. That's resale
No
as
chance.
well.
Yeah.
No chance.
Because
Being
you know what
realistic,
the
isn't recommended
chance.
retail 250? Someone said
150.
150 recommended retail. I'd say that's right.
Yeah.
I'd say that's right.
You know what the honest truth is? The reason why the 2018 boxes have so much attraction is because they have every single rookie, like every big rookie is from that set because they compiled it after like 2 years. Like, even like, I've got some right here, like Vinicius Jr., his rookie is in that set.
Yeah.
And you've got, obviously the optic variation, the Donruss variation, colors, parallels, everything like that.
It does say here that designs and contents are subject to change. So
I genuinely think
Let's hope so.
they've put the Kaboom in there because I reckon Kaboom itself will push this product. The fact that
It's
people
only
can
thing
get
that
a
can.
Messi Kaboom, a Ronaldo Kaboom, I don't know what other Kabooms they got. I'm
Surely
guessing
Mbappe
there'll be
will be-
Neymar,
Gio Reyna.
Mbappe.
Reyna,
For the
Pulisic.
Americans, they'll probably have a Pulisic one. Like, it will honestly
man.
probably could be like a 40
Pepe.
card Kaboom set, or possibly something like that. Who knows? So I
Mbappe
genuinely
Kaboom
think that
will-
itself.
Mbappe Kaboom sells the product. You're right. You're 100% right. Just the Mbappe Kaboom makes the product like more than $400. It's so stupid, but you're not wrong.
That's I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. Like, looking through those products, like what they've put in there, like that's literally what I'm thinking. Like, that's what they've done.
I have to agree with you.
Yeah,
I reckon it's just going to get pushed by Kaboom. It's going to be horrendous, and it's going to cost more than what we reckon it's going to be worth. It'll get run up a humongous amount, and I agree with you, Source. Kaboom is going to be the only thing that pushes this thing.
Is there an official checklist out of this?
Nah, not yet.
Nah.
It comes out on
Yeah.
March 30th, 2022.
And people were complaining about these right here.
That product's
Do
going
you
to be way
reckon-
better.
I don't see much. I don't see that being much better than this. Apart from it's got Kaboom in it.
which will drive the product.
That's it. Oh shit. Anyway,
But
let's move on. Let's just go straight to Fire or Flame, unless you wanted to discuss anything else, gents.
No, I think you know what, I'll be honest with you. One of our best improvised podcasts today. I think that's
Tier
the
listing
fire
people.
right there.
We're not. Yeah, I'm with you, Ant. We can't tier people
I
in the
think it
hobby,
was-
man. We'll
no,
get
I
fucking
can't do
killed.
that.
We'll get eaten alive.
All right,
I
What
was
do you
afraid
mean
to
he's
get
better
off
than
this.
me? What do you mean I'm overrated? What do you mean I'm sack cards and I wrought people in my breaks? What do you mean? It's like you can't do that.
that's now that.
Oh man!
You want to talk about like I know tiering is good,
That's what he is right there, mate.
but if you want to do like a real good tier list, you go like a ranking order of who's the dodgiest in the hobby. That is just elite. If you really want to push it, if you want to take, if we want to take this
That's
podcast
next
to the
level.
next,
God.
you want to take this podcast to the next level, we have to consider it. We have to go to the drawing board and
Okay.
consider it. I'm not
It's gonna
saying we
be-
should do it.
The hobby's most wanted list is going to be our four mugs. Literally, they're going to hunt us
Come
down.
find us. We're on the other side of the world.
Yeah,
Come
bring
find
it. Oh, love it. All right, Fire or Flame, boys. What do we got?
I'll go first.
Yeah, you go
All
first.
right.
I think your one's gonna be. Your one's a long one, isn't it?
We're just gonna do a quick one. I'm not gonna make it up.
No. Okay. Talk about it.
Just
We want to
it's
hear.
the honest truth. I made a post on it. First post in a while. I'm gonna get back into posting and slowly come back into it. But in the post, I feel like I sounded a lot more tame than what I actually felt. So I guess here I can like articulate it better.
I've got to say,
That-
your initial response was not. You didn't love it.
That's the worst label in the entire hobby. That is. I paid $10 for that, and they should pay me $50 for my time. Like it's one thing for them to like if they had just made the whole thing purple, it would have been a better look than what they've done here. I don't understand the concept. I think they've tried to match up the lines and stuff from the Prism set. That's awful. And maybe I just got really like I don't know, 5-year-old doing my creative arts design on the label. Because at the end of the day, they do have good custom labels. I'm not going to shit on them completely. I'll send you one that you can bring up. Like to me, this adds $100 to this card. I sent it in the chat. You can bring it up. This is like an example of like just a card that they put a custom, they paid $10, and now the card is worth, I'd say at least 50 to 100 more. You know, I sent it in the. Bring it up.
Yeah, let's get rid of the zone.
Look at this.
We're busy having a party in the private chat here.
Look at that. That's a beautiful
Yeah, that's
card.
cool. That's
You
cool.
know what I mean? Like it's a great design, and I feel like they dropped the ball with this.
I can't wait. I'm going to send mine. I'll send mine in this sub going out.
I wish there was a way to approve or deny your custom slab, even if it's even if you get $5 back. You know, like if you could you pay the $10 up front. If you don't like the design, they change it to just a regular.
It's 20 now. Ant, sorry, mate.
Oh my!
It's almost 30 Australian dollars for a custom.
It's 20
label.
now. Sorry to burst your bubble there.
It's
Update.
$27.
Right,
AUD.
AUD.
Worth it when you
No.
can potentially
You-
get a label back like that.
No,
Because these are clean. Let's be honest. That's a clean
that's
label.
nice.
Yeah, that
man.
looks good.
That looks good.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even on this, like just a plain white, beautiful
Yeah.
colors. Like it
The
pops.
slab looks really good as well.
This
What's the slabs like?
they're great slabs. I must
Yeah.
say they're thick stock slabs. They
Nice.
stack well amongst each other. It's good. These two, after much
I
consideration,
don't mind
and
them, man.
look, a lot of people have been telling me they look good. It's 50-50. The
They
jury's
look
out.
alright.
They look alright. Better
The
than
only
the,
thing
the
is-
sun.
Oh,
This
definitely.
is blue. I can understand that's messy. Obviously, it's going to be blue. Why is that green? Because the card,
the background.
The backing. Yeah, maybe.
if they had made that red, I feel like it would have popped so much more.
Mm.
Maybe I'm nitpicking. Maybe I'm not. But this is all time.
But that idea that you've said, you know, essentially in your back end of the HGA order that you do, there's a thing where they submit the image and you could be like, do you approve that? If you don't approve it, then potentially you forfeit half your thing
That's
because
it.
you've taken up time for them to make a design, and you can just select a standard label because you're not happy
That's
with the
it.
design. Because at the end
I
of the
think that
day, it's sort
works.
of, the label, it does affect it when you do get an average label. But then on the other hand, when you do get a good label, it can, add more eye appeal. So it works both ways.
I would
with
have
those.
honestly, like all jokes aside, I probably would have paid an extra $20 for them not to slab this card with that label. If they had come back to me and said, "Hey, do you want this? Like, yeah, I know you've already paid for it, but do you want to pursue it?" I'd give them an extra $20 to get rid of it and just put it back to the original. Like it's this is a pain to look at. This is toxic to look at. But anyway, constructive criticism.
Throw it up on eBay, see if you get any takers, mate.
Imagine someone's like, "Yeah, that's the nicest slab, $500." Anyway,
You
that's
never
my
know.
Any other
little
fire
rant.
or flames?
From Anth or from. Are you done it?
Anyone else?
I'm done.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
was
go
all
on.
He's
Um,
over him.
All right. So my one is definitely a fire. Something that I picked up from the post office today, and I'm very happy to have it. I'll show it off and then I'll talk a bit about it. Oh. Do you see that?
Oh,
So it's a Mason Mount custom card made by our good friend Adam from Beats and Breaks. If you haven't seen his interview with the boys, Double Coverage, it's on the channel. Go listen to it. Adam's he's probably one of the best guys. We were talking about it before we started. Probably one of the best and nicest guys in the hobby that we've had the pleasure of meeting. And yeah, this is a sick card. He sends it to me. Check out all his other customs. Like this is fucking sick. His works
Very
great.
well made, mate, and
Yeah.
a lot of time and effort goes into that. And he makes some killer ones. I've been given two by the man. He's very generous. Yeah, check him out, ladies and gents.
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
Magnificent 7, episode 1. Adam from Beats.N.Breaks is we interviewed him, so you can find out a bit more about him and maybe get in touch if you want him to hook you up with a custom.
They're so sick. He does such a good job.
He does an amazing job, man.
so the latest card. I don't know if we can bring it up, but the Jordan card. Oh, we don't have to bring it up. We can speak about it. The Jordan
I
card
can bring
they
it
just
up.
made.
Nah,
Let the people, if they don't know him, go search him. You can see it for yourself. Like that Jordan card is fire. That is a great looking card. Credit to him.
I agree.
All right,
He does a great
Doma,
job.
what do you got for me?
Oh, I don't know if I've got anything. I've come. I don't know. Do I have anything? Not really, to be honest.
All
I
right.
showed
Well,
off
I'm
my
gonna
honest last week.
look. What I'm gonna do. I'm gonna steal this one. This has actually come across this fire. This is a fire, and this has come across from me. None other than the man there, Lukey. Sent to me today a listing from StockX. If you can actually finally get them to accept your damn bid, you can
Wait,
get.
you say from me?
Yeah, from you. You sent me the
What did I do?
StockX listing. The StockX listing about the UFC Chronicles blasters. If you
Oh,
want to go
right.
get some
Yeah,
UFC
yeah,
Chronicles blasters, go on StockX and buy a 4-pack because they're going for about 150. If you can get, look, I would expect you'd get them for around 160, 170. Plus, you're probably adding another 25 for postage. So it's probably potentially around the $200 mark, maybe a little bit less. That's $50 a box. delivered to your door. EB Games and Zing had them here on pre-order at $70 a box. So you're saving yourself $20 a box if you can get a 4-pack off StockX. That's definitely what I'll be doing. I bought some. Some for similar price, maybe a little bit more. Still cheaper than from EB, and that was off a person within a Discord channel. But that's definitely a better deal than what I found. So shout out Lukey for showing me that today. But that's definitely a fire. If you want to rip some UFC Chronicles blasters, go hook yourself up some there for potentially $50 a box, which is, at that price, when you're ripping it, you're like, that's not so bad. Back the golden days, which was when, EB was selling blasters for $40 and $35. Now maybe just $10 markup, $50 a box delivered to your door. Not too bad. Still a bit of a fun rip. Don't expect much from them, ladies and gentlemen. It's just more for fun. I wouldn't expect to be hitting bangers out of UFC Chronicles. It's most likely going to end up being an average product later down the track, especially with the license that Panini's got with UFC and them, making more and more sets out of UFC and potentially extending that license in the future. Because if they're losing all the other licenses to Fanatics, so but yeah. That's my fire, mate.
So just to add on to that source, the screenshot that I have here that I sent you, the lowest ask, which is like the buy it now price, was 164 Australian, and the highest bid was 133. Last sale on this was 152. That's for the 4, and then you add 30 onto it, 25 for the shipping, and then like 5 or 6 for the tax and that sort of stuff. So you're getting it. Yeah. I reckon if you put it in a bid at $150, I reckon you'll probably get accepted. So you're getting $180 for 4 boxes, and they come in like max a week. My optic came in like 4 days.
That's elite.
Yeah,
so
that's actually really good.
Yeah, if you want UFC blasters, definitely go there.
All right, perfect. That's it. Done. Dusted. No one has to fire. No one has to flame. It's been Lukey, Ant, Sauce, and myself, Dom. It's crunch time coming up big when it counts. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Crunch Time on the Double Coverage Media Network. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell icon to know when we drop a new episode. Also, feel free to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Crunch Time coming up big when it counts.